Well, now I'm going to have Liz come up. She's our new communications consultant and strategist. I'm going to get her to come up and say a few words. Liz?
Thank you. First of all, is that an incredible, seriously, I'm new, okay, so I've been working with the VGEA since May. This is my first time seeing a lot of the faces on the board, a lot of people from the executive team, and I'm just so impressed with the amount of experience and just the fun nature of the board and the executive team. So you've just got an amazing, that's my perspective as a newbie. Sounds like we're in really good hands. So yes, in May of this year, again, my name's Liz Baker. I had the privilege to begin working with the VGEA team to help get the word out, not just to you, but well beyond about the VGEA and the work that they're doing. And as I thought about what I wanted to communicate to you today, I considered that every time that I have the privilege to speak to a group, I always want to do three things. I want to equip, encourage, and motivate. And so I was thinking, how could I do that today? How could I equip this group that I'm new to? How could I equip, encourage, and motivate you today? You're doing that for me already. So I'll start with encouragement from my perspective. Of course, we all want to say that this has been a unique year, and that thankfully, as people have said, we're beginning to emerge from COVID. And of course, it is unique. We've never been here in this place at this time. We welcomed a new administration. The biennial budget was passed with raises and bonuses. And at the same time, we've all started to begin to feel the squeeze of inflation, as well as the effects of the governor's mandate to return to the office. I was just having a conversation about that a minute ago. It's had a lot of impacts, and it's a lot. But before that, every year has had its surprises and challenges of its own, and we met those well, and we're going to meet these as well too. And the beautiful part is that we have help, right, from the VGEA. So along the way, and in the midst of all of the challenges each year, there's so much that the VGEA has been doing to support you and all the employees and retirees in the midst of all of these things. I've been watching this since May, answering all the calls, reading all the emails, analyzing the polls, lobbying, meetings with the administration, meetings with the press, meetings with the department heads. I mean, this is going on all the time. And all of these things are for you to advocate on your behalf and on behalf of all of Virginia's employees and retirees. And those are the things that I want to help get the word out about. So that's your encouragement, that you've got a great team behind you. Now, how can I empower you? Well, when we say that the bigger our voice is, the more impact we have, that's not just a great thing to say. We actually really do mean that. So when we want to increase the VGEA's voice by increasing the membership, there's a reason for that. We want to make sure that you know, and that all of our members know, and our Virginia workers and retirees who aren't VGEA members yet know what the VGEA is doing for them and why we're here. The VGEA is here for you and will be here for you. And so you can feel empowered by having this team at your disposal. I don't know if you've seen the recent articles about how Virginia workers are starting to organize in a state that's not traditionally in favor of organized workers. Well, the VGEA, though we're not a union, they've been advocating for worker and retiree rights for decades. And I don't know if you saw this in the newsletter, but unions are really expensive. I saw something, I can't remember what the actual amount was, but it was like 4% of your annual salary for a union. And I just wanted to say, $4 a paycheck for an employee and half of that for retirees seems like a really amazing thing when you've got these resources. A team lobbying on your behalf, having a team that you can contact about workplace issues, having a team on your side that has the ear of the administration. So feel empowered, because you are empowered. And then, so how can I equip you? What's my call to action for you? Well, one is to stay connected, and you have lots of ways to do that. If you have thoughts or ideas or concerns, you've heard from everybody saying, reach out to the VGEA. You can go to the VGEA website, you can email info@vga.org. Marshall is constantly constantly available. Cynthia is constantly available. The board meets regularly to talk through these things. So know that if you have thoughts or ideas and concerns, they're there for you. Be a part of what the VGA is doing. I mean, you're already here today, so you're already doing that. But encourage other people to do the same. Follow us on social media. We're starting to put more content, more news out on social media, on our Facebook site and on our Instagram site. Trying to get LinkedIn started too. So, follow us on social media and be a part of those conversations. When we ask questions, feel free to answer right there online. And share VGA content with your coworkers. Just this week, a friend had asked me on Facebook if it was true, seriously, just like random friend, had asked on Facebook if it was true that all state employees would get a bonus this year. Well, because I wrote the article, I knew the answer to that. And so I sent her the article. I went to the VGA website, I went to the news section, I grabbed the article about the budget, and I actually pasted that, and she saw it, and so did her friends. So know that we're putting out those news articles for you so that you can share that kind of information with people who are looking for that kind of content. Let's see. Side note on that. Dylan Bishop, who you're going to see a video for him, our lobbyist, he's just incredible, and he had gone through all of that budget information, line by line, basically, to get all of that information distilled so that it would be summarized for us so that we don't have to do that hard work. So that is another huge benefit. And then I'll finish by saying that this past Monday was Labor Day, and I know you probably didn't see it, but I did post something on social media that it was a quote that I'd seen on CNN, along with some thoughts that I thought that summed up what the VGA is all about, and so I'll end with this. The quote was, "Monday's holiday, Labor Day, holds a much deeper meaning rooted in the 19th century fight for fair working conditions." And these were my thoughts after working with the VGA since May. Honoring, supporting, and advocating for Virginia's state co-workers and retirees is truly at the heart of what the VGA does. If something impacts the health and well-being of Virginia's active workforce or retirees, we care about it. Today and always, we honor all workers, past and present, as well as those who have worked for Virginia and those who work in Virginia. And we extend our sincere gratitude to those who have gone before us and those who have cared for workers throughout the years. We celebrate them and we celebrate you. So thank you for your part in the VGA, and thank you for allowing me to be a part of it. And if there's anything that I can do for you, feel free to reach out at any time. Thanks.